When Mrs. Quint asked for help setting up a surprise party for Mr. Quint's birthday, George was almost ready. He practiced yelling, "Surprise!" until he was really good at it. But he wanted to be the best, so he kept practicing.
You ever thrown a surprise party for Mr. Quint before?
Well, it's the only way to give him a party.
Because you're such a big family?
Exactly.
I'm watching for Mr. Quint's boat. No sign of him.
Oh, you don't have to watch yet, Bill. He won't be back for at least 2 hours.
Oh, didn't you know the Quints were born together? So Flint can't know about the party either, okay?
The Quints were twins. Now George had 2 people to yell surprise at. It couldn't get any better.
Your wife said you needed help, so I came right over.
Well, this here's fish business, not train, so you can weigh anchor. I'll meet you back at my house.
Don't go! We want to know about running a train around the pond we're planning. I'll be right back.
My brother's wife requested I proceed here to provide backup. Hey, Clint, happy birthday. Hey, Flint, happy birthday.
Hey, Wint, happy birthday. George, meet our sister, Sprint Quint, the track star. She won 3 Olympic gold medals.
Oh, pshaw. That was long ago. Count 'em. 3.
The Quints were quadruplets. Now George had 4 people to yell surprise at. This was the best.
So I hear you need help putting a jogging track around a pond. Are those fish crackers? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
But before he even tried to split 12 crackers onto 5 plates, another Quint showed up.
Flint, Clint, Wint, Sprint, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
George, meet our sister, Mint Quint. She prints money for the government.
Want samples of my latest work? So I hear you need help figuring out the cost of a pond.
5? Oh, yeah, that's right. This is all of us. We're quintuplets.
You want any help with those crackers and juice, George?
How could one little monkey keep 5 Quints here without juice?
George! It's me. Everything's ready. You did a great job.
No juice? Well, let's go to my house. Yep, we'll have crackers and juice as we draw up our plans for your pond.
And train.
With a police boat.
And jogging track.
And it won't be hard to pay for.
Look, more fish crackers. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Fish crackers.
So, what do you think?
Very impressive.
I'm glad you liked it, George.
Oh, we should go. The rocket presentation is starting soon.
Are you coming with us, George? Or do you want to stay here and watch the clock?
Well, if it's okay with Professor Wiseman, it's okay with me.
Now, if you want to see the little people play again, move the minute hand once around to 12. Have fun.
How long does it take to build a clock like that?
Oh, about 3 years.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll be right back. George, be a good little monkey. Exactly.
George wanted to see the little people again. That looked like George's friend, Compass, the almost homing pigeon. Because when all the other homing pigeons homed in on the statue, he almost made it. It was Compass, all right. George was happy to see his friend the pigeon. He couldn't fix the minute hand, and that's what made the little people play. George remembered there was another way into the clock, the back. When you take something apart, it's a good idea to pay attention to what went where. Where could George find out how a clock's parts go together? The library. Of course. He hoped studying the big clock would show him exactly what to do with the little clock. George was glad that noise had stopped.
Whose tools are these? Okay, and this goes there. Now, you see? What a beautiful clock. Did you make it? I know everything about clocks, but not one thing about understanding monkey.
George, how did this heavy metal toolbox get so...
How'd you enjoy the show, George? Aren't all the different breeds fascinating? Would you like to see the winners up close?
George got a big surprise. Because when he actually looked at the big ones, and the small ones, and the crazily hairy ones, he thought the dog show was great.
Have you ever seen so many unforgettable dogs before?
Okay. Well, it looks like you had fun. I hope he wasn't too much trouble.
He was no trouble at all.
Wow, that's great to hear.
Gotta run. See you tomorrow.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye. So, you like the dog show, huh?
George wanted to tell the man about all the unforgettable dogs he saw. But he only remembered 3.
It's okay, you can tell me later. Oh, would you do me a big favor and mail these letters? I made a sandwich if you're hungry. And when I'm done, I want to hear about all the dogs.
George was afraid he wouldn't be able to tell the man more, because no matter how hard he tried, he could only remember 3. There was only one solution. But no matter how many times George looked at those dogs, he couldn't remember more than 3. There was obviously no way a monkey could remember them all.
Attention! Could I see the owners of the winners over here, please? Briskly. Briskly, briskly, briskly.
There were 3 big, 3 small, and 3 hairy dogs.
George, I'm home. Oh, Hundley, what are you doing here? My new spread! George, there are like 20 dogs in here.
George remembered all the dogs.
So, where did these 3 and 3 and 3, 9 dogs come from?
I'm just so happy they're all back and all safe.
Well, everyone's back where they belong.
Huh?
Hundley! Stop the car! Hundley's in there! Come back!
Welcome, Giorgio. How is your friend, Capello Giallo Grande? Oh, I can't play. I'm making a very special meal for famous restaurant critic, Sally Tessio. When she likes a place, business booms. So it's very important that everything be perfect. She has the delicate taste.
You said there'd be fresh bread. I don't see any bread here.
Well, her taste is delicate, but her voice, not so much.
This hard stuff was spaghetti? Didn't smell like anything. George wanted to replace his broken piece. He'd seen the chef put the rest of it in the pot. It didn't smell like much, and the steam coming out was hot. George had to be careful. It had changed. Maybe it wasn't just donut makers. Maybe all kitchens were magic. Here was a pot that turned crisp things into floppy things. What else could it turn floppy? A soft, floppy egg. That'd be funny. Good candidate for floppification. If sugar were soft and floppy, instead of grainy, you could chew it all day like gum. He put some sugar in the floppification pot. It disappeared. Well, this made no sense at all. George was pretty sure the brown thing was a potato. Weird. Green vegetable bats. George knew the chef would be happy with all the fun extra things he'd turned floppy.
Who turned my plain pasta into crowded spoon soup?
Somehow, floppification didn't work on spoons.
I don't like this at all. But it smells good.
She was right. The longer that stuff stayed in the floppifying pot, the better it smelled.
Do you know there's a cat and a monkey in your kitchen?
Oh. The monkey he made the stew.
Ooh, quite good.
Oh, but you said you don't like it.
If you made it, it's no good. But for a monkey, woohoo! What's his recipe?
Well,
Never mind, I got it.
Maybe kitchens aren't magic. Maybe it's cooks who are magic.
Yoki, how you can lose so many balls, huh?
Any day that starts out just smelling and ends with a cookie is a pretty great day. This was a Saturday that cried out for something special.
You know what this morning's crying out for? Huh? Donuts. Hold on! I have to get dressed. I can't go out like this. All right, I'm going.
You don't know impatient until you've been a monkey waiting for a donut.
How about eggs with those donuts? Hey, count the eggs and write down how many we have. Ready. So how many eggs do we have? There are no eggs. Well, why didn't you write 0? Oh, you don't know. I thought I was teaching you everything, and I forgot nothing. 0 alone means no eggs. None at all. But 0 with other numbers makes them mean a lot more. See, if we write a 0 after 1, that's 10. Write another 0, that's 100. That's 1,000, 10,000. Hey, nice zeros, you've got it. Whoa! I'll go in here and buy eggs while you get the donuts, okay? 1 dozen donuts, please. We'll meet back home. And be a good little monkey.
George was really hungry, but his order only had a measly 1 on it. Then he remembered what the man with the yellow hat had told him about zeros.
George, Chalky, good to see ya. Oh, is that an order for your friend with the yellow hat? 100 dozen? Oh, our biggest order ever! Oh, he must be having a giant donut party!
George realized what his zeros had done. But try explaining that to a dog. George could only think of one solution to a problem this big. George realized he couldn't go home because then those donut people would know where he lived.
Woo! We're right behind you!
So, in the end, George headed home with 1 dozen donuts.
There's no monkey on that dog. Monkey! We lost him.
Doorman. Oh, what are we gonna do with them all?
So, in the end, George got 1 dozen donuts, like he was supposed to. And the hard-working firefighters thought everything was perfect.
How many left, George? Thanks for helping me with the Nature Week exhibit, George. We'd like to see the tracks of all the animals that live around here. The swim mask? Oh, I'm gonna go jump in the lake to conduct the Nature Week fish survey. Bye.
George wished his photos were more exciting, but there weren't many exciting animals around here.
Hey, George! What you doing? Wow, I see you've got almost every local animal except that fawn I've seen in the hills. A fawn is a baby deer. Bet you don't see too many of them in the city, huh?
A fawn was just the special, unusual animal George was looking for.
Come on, I'll show you where to find it.
George still hadn't seen the fawn or learned what its tracks looked like. These were the biggest tracks George had seen so far. Something extra large must have left them. They looked like big duck tracks. A big duck would make a terrific photo. This was like the long track the garter snake made. A giant duck with a snake's tail would make an even better picture. But a huge snake with duck feet would be the most incredible photo of all. Maybe it swam back home. George remembered he'd seen big tracks like these in a book. There they were, Dinosaur Tracks. A duck-billed dinosaur. And the tracks were headed towards Bill's house.
Hiya, George. Did you see the fawn? Yeah, I guess those do look like dinosaur tracks. Yep. My new boots were hurting my feet, so I put these on to walk to the lake. I told you I was going swimming, remember? Hey, now I know what it's like to walk in a dinosaur's footsteps.
With no hungry dinosaurs around, George still needed that special photo for Nature Week. It sounded like Jumpy was hungry again. But George had enough pictures of that squirrel. For such big animals, those deer left pretty small tracks.
Hey, deer tracks. Wow, you used fruits and vegetables to lure the deer to our house so you could take photos?
Look at these wonderful deer. Oh, how did you manage to capture such amazing photos, George?
Oh, you know George. He just used his imagination. Isn't that right?
George was conducting an important experiment, testing the bounce factor of the living room furniture. This part of the couch made a different sound. That wasn't the couch. It sounded big. It sounded heavy. it came from up there.
Huh?
You must have heard our new neighbor walking around. He moved in last week.
What George had heard seemed heavier than footsteps.
What are you doing? George, you must have heard our neighbor walking. That's all it could be. It's not like he's got some wild animal up there.
The man with the yellow hat lived with George, so why couldn't the new neighbor live with an animal? But what kind? Of course, the new neighbor had brought home an elephant. The man with the yellow hat had to hear this.
George? You dreamt about an elephant?
Shh.
No more nature books before you go to sleep, George. They're obviously giving you strange dreams.
Yes?
Hi there. We're your downstairs neighbors, and...
Oh, so nice to meet you.
George!
What's he doing?
I think he's looking for your, elephant.
My what?
Oh, we heard some loud sounds. Very loud sounds.
Very loud. Oh, I am so sorry. Sometimes I get carried away working on my art.
Art?
I am an artist. I do murals. I mix my paint here. Then I use these rubber stamps I made. Here's one of my completed works.
Oh! We also heard something like a bag of rocks dropping. Do you use rocks in your work?
No. Oh, that was a bag of groceries. It fell off the counter.
What on earth is that? Sounds like an elephant finger painting. Huh? It does.
Monkeys love mornings. Especially mornings with waffles in them.
Morning. Life is so much better now since you and I are friends. We laugh and play sometimes all day, yeah, the good times never end. And when I'm down, you cheer me up, you take away the blues. So on this day, I wanna say something special just to you. Won't you be my Valentine? Valentine. My Valentine. My Valentine. No monkey shines. No monkey shines. 'Cause it's for real and true. Won't you be my Valentine? Valentine. My Valentine. My Valentine. No monkey shines. No monkey shines. 'Cause it's for real and true. Best friends. Ooh. Ow. Yep. Never touch a hot waffle iron. Right. Always wait a while until it's cool. Oops. Almost forgot. Happy Valentine's Day, George. Oh, I love Valentine's Day. It's when we get to show all our friends how much we care about them.
George wanted to show the man how much he cared about him, too.
Don't worry about the dishes. I can take care of them.
George would make the man the best Valentine's Day card ever. It took longer than he thought, but he wanted his Valentine's card to be really special. But the man had said Valentine's Day was for showing all your friends that you cared about them. George had a lot of friends. And he wanted to make a card for every single one. But even using hands and feet, it took a long time. By the time he finished drawing cards for all his friends, it'd probably be summer again. He needed a faster way to make cards so he could surprise all his friends today. He'd have to hurry to get all his cards done on time. His cards looked good, but they needed a personal touch.
Wow, what a day. Wow, did you make this, George? It's amazing. Won't you be my